Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply. This video is to bring you a closer look at the Adams Rite. This is their part number 24-0685-01-628. This is a replacement faceplate only for a 7100 series electric strike. This is going to be a typical electric strike that you would use in an aluminum storefront frame. And while it's 4 7/8, which is going to be really great for hollow metal applications, we know it's aluminum because of those radiused corners. Okay, if you're doing hollow metal, you're not going to have radiused corners, really ever. Never. Could you? I suppose you could. You know, if you wanted to create radiused corners in a hollow metal frame, you certainly could, in the sense that you were doing a new preparation, but you'd have square corners on hollow metal. So this would be for aluminum, 4 7/8 tall, replacement faceplate only. This is going to obviously have the fasteners to attach it to the frame. It's going to have the fasteners to attach the solenoid body to the faceplate itself, or the faceplate to the body. Okay, a couple of other basic dimensions. 1.25 inches. I don't know what the 01 stands for, but we're going to sort that out. The thickness of this is 0.093 thick. And the 628 stands for, of course, clear anodized aluminum over an aluminum base material. Let's switch to the screen view now and see if we can do some additional research and find out what that 01 means. Here's the item that we are looking at. 7100 series faceplate, round corner. It's a flat faceplate. That's important to know as well. I didn't mention that earlier. You could have a radiused faceplate, I suppose, and you could also have a flat faceplate, because if you were installing this in a, you know, an aluminum frame, or a, let's just say that you were installing, you know, something just like this in a hollow metal frame, okay, you need a you need a flat faceplate, okay. If you were installing this in a pair of doors, sorry, you might have a radiused edge. That might be why you might need a radiused edge to account for that. All right. Now, let's take our part number and let's copy that. Let's click the link to the manufacturer's page as seen here. And let's start by opening up the product catalog. I don't expect we're going to find the subcomponent in here, but let's search for it. And indeed we don't. So let's search for 7100 and get to that section ultimately of where that strike is located. Oh, there it is. 7100 series strikes. So the 7100 is literally flat with radiused corners, I should say. It's flat with radiused corners. It's not a radiused faceplate. So our 7100 part number is going to literally mean flat faceplate with radiused corners. You can see from the how to order, if it becomes a 7101, now we're dealing with a radiused faceplate style, but it will still have radiused corners. So that's handy. But that doesn't really tell us what that 01 means. Now, on that manufacturer's page, there's a link here to the parts manual. Let's click on that. And now let's search for 240685. That still doesn't come up. Let's search for 7100, and we find it. Okay, we still are not seeing our faceplate listed here for that strike at all, which is unfortunate. The faceplate's literally not shown in the drawing, and I don't see a mention to it listed here and then saying not shown. So that's unfortunate. However, that is unfortunately sometimes what we get when we are working with Adams Rite, where they simply don't have all of the parts published. And as I'm searching for faceplate, I'm indeed not able to locate anything that matches that as well. Okay, so when all else fails, you go to the price list, which is here. Let's fire that up. And now let's search for our 24-0685. Bingo, and there it is. So unfortunately, all that there is to really say about that is, yeah, there are times when you need both the price list and the catalog to successfully navigate what your requirements are when it comes to a particular manufacturer. And that's just the way it is. You know, the Adams Rite catalog as it stands now is 203 pages. I mean, if every component was listed there, it would certainly make that a very different catalog. So they dump it into the price book where they can do it less graphically, you know. Anyway, you see the point. So sometimes it takes a little bit of rooting around. Now the bottom line is I'm going to have to imagine that the 01 versus the 02 means flat or radius. It would be the only thing I can conclude, because the only difference between the 7100 and the 7101 was indeed flat and then radius. So that's what that must mean. And then finally our finish, 628 satin, clear anodized aluminum, 313 a dark bronze over aluminum, 335 would be black, is what that's listed at. Now that link to the manufacturer's page, as seen here, that's handy because it will allow you to review not only all of the Adams Rite products we sell by means of this horizontal navigation, but also a link to the manufacturer's website, as seen here, as well as a link to the full product catalog. Let's wrap up this video on camera. I find often that when clients call us, they've already been pretty successful at locating the part numbers that they need. This client, some sort of commercial application, didn't call us to help them order this. They found the part number. In your search, generally calling the manufacturer is certainly not to be discouraged. I would rather advocate the idea that you contact your distributor and let them do the legwork. Meaning, if you're looking for this faceplate, A, we probably already know what part number you need. B, we probably have a more direct path of communication to the right department at the manufacturer, and we can probably do that without the need of you needlessly spending lots of time looking for the answer. I'm partial to Adams Rite, and it's not only because of, in fact, their excellent technical support, very responsive in all instances, and while there are times when there's a follow-up question that I need to have clarified, they're dogged in the game of pepper of going back and forth of getting the answer that you need to you. So they're really great in that regard. I also like the Adams Rite product line because of how interesting it is. They have a very unique set of different product groups: electric strikes, exit devices, aluminum storefront hardware. They have all this weird locking hardware that no one else really has. And there are times when I use Adams Rite as an idea book or a picture book to solve problems. And that's why I like Adams Rite, for that matter, that they're a company that has products that allows you to solve problems. I find that you can also remanufacture a lot of their material to make it work the way you want to. Any questions on the 24-0685-01 and a 628 finish, or any other Adams Rite product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you. Again, thank you for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, please click thumbs up, please subscribe, and maybe even send the video to someone that you know. Thank you.